Hi everyone, this video is about the legendary F14. In this video we're gonna talk about the designing and updated versions and epic features on them. Having said that, we're also gonna talk about why the only country using F14 in their military system is Iran. In 60s, the Soviet Union had amazing progress in aerospace tech, which was threatening US Navy with great bombing ability and better aircraft. At the time, America was using F4, known as Phantom. F4 was a great aircraft, but wasn't able to respond to the rising threat from Soviets. So, at early 64's, Pentagon decided to fix this problem by upgrading a new aircraft so that US Navy could respond and surely save many lives by avoiding a defeat. US Navy was required a long-ranged aircraft with the ability to utilize Phoenix missiles and a stronger radar system. But due to economic efficiency, the suggestion to build a new fighter was declined by Pentagon. Also, Pentagon wanted Air Force and US Navy to have same aircrafts. So Pentagon started the project to craft the upgraded version of Avcard to be suitable for US Navy uses. For the upgraded version, 7 different prototypes were made, named Avcard B. The prototypes were long-ranged and had the radar Navy wanted, but there were other problems. Avcard didn't have enough engine power to take off from carriers. Long after several tries, the Avcard B project was closed in 68. A year after, Northrop Grumman project was started. Within the scope of Navy, to craft a suitable fighter, Navy requirements were double-engined and co-piloted. A fighter which in minimum range of 1000 kilometers with full weaponry carrying. A fighter that not only could utilize 6 Phoenix missiles but all 6 simultaneously. Grumman had a very hard task. They had many different designs in 60 till 68 for Navy. At last, among 2000 designs, 2 were chosen and considered suitable for Navy. Among these 2 designs, there were slight difference in the stabilizers. One had 2, while other one had only 1. Grumman suggested the design which had 2 stabilizers. After a long research, Navy stated within 17 months' time, we'll witness the first flight of the prototype made by Grumman. While Grumman started to build the prototype, noticed a problem with the weight. It weighed too much. Grumman slightly changed the design and used hardened titanium and composite components instead. Grumman had successfully bring down more than 2 tons. The first prototype, named F14, took off in 21 December. It only took 10 minutes and performed a few simple maneuvers. After this, 14 prototypes were made. Unfortunately, 2 had crashed during the test, but overall, F14 was doing great. Finally, in 72, F14 were put to test use, and a year later, mass production started. The missions for F-14s started in early 74s during Vietnam War, but F-14 wasn't put to combat at the time. Missions were only patrolling the area. First time combat experience for F-14 was 5 years later, in which had successfully taken down 4 Soviet-made fighters belonging to Libya, 2 Su-22s and 2 MiG-23s. F-14 was doing an amazing job, however, it had its own problems. The 2 TF-13 engines made by Pratt and Whitney were causing problems during a hard maneuver. Afterwards, engines were upgraded and it seems the new version was doing better. If you watched Top Gun movie, you probably still remember the crashing scene in which Goose hit his head and lost his life. What happened was the same problem. After a hard maneuver, engines were failed. Now let's talk about technicals of F14. There are 4 variations in F14 versions: A, B, C and the D, last and most upgraded version. A and D versions were mass produced, but B and C just got to upgrading stage and weren't put to test and production. Ceiling of this aircraft is 55,000 feet and is effective within maximum range of 3,000 kilometers. In D version, F14 General Electric engines were used. This engine have put to use in F-16 Falcon 2. Thanks to these engines, F-14 can break sonic speed twice. Maximum speed for F-14D is 2.34 Mach. It can climb 230 meters per second easily, with maximum weight of 33 tons, thanks to its powerful engines. F-14's solid weight is 19 tons. Its body can take 7.5 G limits. This means the Cobra maneuver in Top Gun is impossible and considered fiction. F-14 radar system, named AWG-9, this system can lock on 24 targets within range of 300 kilometers. This radar feature is amazing, and due to this system it can fire 6 Phoenix missiles simultaneously to 6 different targets. Phoenix missiles are effective within range of more than 170 kilometers. This combination of radar system and Phoenix missiles make this fighter very dangerous and effective in combat. The scanner system installed on the nose of the fighter can lock on within range more than 97 km. This fighter is also installed with infrared system. The same is put on Su-22. There is a total number of 712 F-14 fighters manufactured until retired by most countries in 2006. Now we're gonna tell you the things F-14 did in Iran-Iraq war. So if you liked our video so far, please subscribe and hit the like button below. Our next subject is about Iran. In the 70s, Soviet fighters were raiding Iran's aerospace. At the time, Iran's king, known as Shah, sent professional group to analyze America's fighters. While America was trying to sell F-15 at the time, but Iran preferred to buy F-14 with a professional view and suitable for Iran's users. America sold F-14s and nearly 800 Phoenix missiles. Before the Islamic Revolution in Iran, 79 fighters were delivered, but after the revolution, the delivery was stopped. Also, a large number of Phoenix missiles weren't delivered. After the revolution, Islamic religious leader known Khomeini wanted the military to return the F-14s back, but America responds negatively and says that it doesn't have any uses for the fighters. Iran tries to sell them to other countries, but no one bought them, saying that they're old and are in a bad shape. To recover and make them ready for service would cost a lot. After a while, Iran and Iraq started a war. In this war, Iran used F-14s and was successfully effective in air combat, saving many lives. According to war records, Iran's F-14s dropped more than 50 Iraqi fighters. Even so, the best record in dogfighting using F-14 belongs to an Iranian pilot who dropped 11 fighters piloting the F-14. But there were problems. At 86, Iran had used most of the Phoenix missiles. At the time, Iran had air defense system named Hawk. Engineers changed them into air-to-air missiles and made suitable for F-14. Years later, Iran built a copy of Phoenix missile, but clearly it wasn't good as the original ones. Also, the fighters that weren't able to fly were disassembled and used for spare parts during the war. How many fighters Iran have currently is unknown, but some estimates between 20 or 30 still exist. Iran have been upgrading and modernizing F-14s with the help of China and put them to service. Thanks for watching, hope you'd enjoyed, and again don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and like us for more and better content, and please do share us with your friends. Thanks for supporting us.